Defeat of Og, king of Bashan. Next we turned and went up along the road toward Bashan, and Og, king of Bashan, with his whole army marched out to meet us in battle at Adriel. The Lord said to me, "Do not be afraid of him, for I have delivered him into your hands, along with his whole army and his men. Do to him what you did to Sihon, king of the Amorites, who resigned in Heshbon." So the Lord our God also gave into our hands Og, king of Bashan, and all his army. We struck them down, leaving no survivor. At that time we took all his cities. There was not one of the 60 cities that we did not take from them. The whole region of Argob, Og's kingdom in Bashan. All these cities were fortified with high wall and with gates and bars. And there were and also a great many unwalled villages. He completely destroyed them, as we had done with Sihon, king of Heshbon, destroying every city, man, woman, and cities and children, but all the livestock and the plunder from their cities we carried off for ourselves. So at that time we took from these two kings of the Amorites the territory east of Jordan, from the Arnon George as far as Mount Hermon. Hermon is called Sirion by the Sidonians. The Amorites call it Senir. We took all the towns on the plateau and all Gilead and all Bashan as far as Salika and Edrei, towns of Og's king in Bashan. Og, king of Bashan, was the master of the Rephites. His bed was decorated with iron and was more than 9 cubits long and 4 cubits wide. It is still in Laban of Amul that we took over at that time. I gave the Reubenites and the Gadites the territory north of Aroer by the Arnon Gorge, including half the hill country of Gilead, together with each town, the rest of Gilead, and also all of Bashan. The kingdom of Og I gave to half tribe of Manasseh. The whole region of Argob in Bashan used to be known as the land of the Rephites. Jeroboam, a descendant of Manasseh, took the whole region of Argob as far as the border of the Jeshurites and Maacah Euphrates. It was named after him, so that to this day, Bashan is called Habos Jair. And I gave Gilead to Machir, but to the Reubenites and the Gadites I gave the territory extending from Gilead down to the Arnon Goji, the middle of the Goji being the border, and out to the Jabbok River, which is the border of the Ammonites. Its western border was the Jordan in the Araba from Kinnereth to the Sea of the Araba. This is the Dead Sea. Below the slope of Pisgah, I commanded you at that time. The Lord your God has given you this land to take possession of it. But all your able-bodied men armed for battle must cross over ahead of the other Israelites. However, your wives, your children, your livestock, I know you have much livestock, may stay in the towns I have given you until the Lord give rest to your fellow Israelites as he has to you. And they too have take over the land that the Lord your God is giving them across the Jordan. After that, each of you may go back to the possession I have given you. Moses forbidden to cross the Jordan. At the time I commanded Joshua, you have seen with your own eyes all that the Lord your God has done to these two kings. The Lord will do the same to all the kingdom over there where you are going. Do not be afraid of them. The Lord your God himself will fight for you. At the time I pleaded with the Lord, sovereign Lord, you have begun to show to your servant your greatness and your strong hand. For what God is there in heaven or on earth who can do the deeds and mighty works you do? Let me go over and see the good land beyond the Jordan, the fine hill country and Lebanon. But because of you, the Lord was angry with me and would not listen to me. That's enough. The Lord said, do not speak to me any more about this matter. Go up to the top of Pisgah and look west and north and south and east. Look at the land with your own eyes, since you are not going to cross to this Jordan. But commission Joshua and encourage and strengthen him, for he will lead these people across the will cause them to inherit the land that you will see. So we stayed in the valley near Beth Peor. Obedience commanded. Now Israel heard the decrees and laws I am about to teach you. Follow them so that you may live and may go in and take possession of the land the Lord, the God of your ancestors, is giving you. Do not add to what I command you, and do not subtract from it, but keep the commands of the Lord your God that I give you. You saw with your own eyes what the Lord did at Baal-peor. The Lord your God destroyed from among you everyone who followed the Baal of Peor. But of all of you who had passed to the Lord your God are still alive today. See, I have taught you decrees and laws as the Lord my God commanded him, so then you may follow them in at the land you are entering to take possession of it. Observe them carefully, for this will show your wisdom and understanding to the nation who will hear about all these decrees and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. What other nation is so great as to have their gods near them the way the Lord our God is near us whatever we pray to him? And what other nation is so great as to have such righteousness decrees and laws as this body of laws I am setting before you today? Only be careful and watch yourself closely so that you do not forget the things your eyes have seen, or let them fade from your heart as long as you live. Teach them to your children, and to their children after them. Remember the day you stood before the Lord your God at Horeb, when he said to me, assemble the people before me to hear my sword, so that they may learn to revere me as long as they live in the land, and may teach them to their children. You came near and stood at the foot of the mountain while it blazed with fire to the very heavens, with black cloud and deep darkness. Then the Lord spoke to you out of the fire. You heard the sound of words, but saw no forms. There was only a voice. He declared to you his covenant, the 10 commandments, which he commanded you to follow, then wrote them on two stone tablets. And the Lord directed me at that time to teach you the decrees and laws you are to follow in the land that you are crossing the Jordan to possess. Idolatry forbidden. You saw no form of any kind of day the Lord spoke to at the Horeb out of the fire. Therefore watch yourself very careful, so that you do not become corrupt and make for yourselves an idol, an image of any shape, whether formed like a man or a woman, or like any animal on earth, or any bird that flies in the air, or like any creature that moves along the ground, or any fish in the waters below. And when you look up to the sky and see the sun, the moon, and the stars, or the heavenly array, do not be enticed into bowing down to them and worship things to the Lord your God have appointed to all the nations under heaven. But as for you, the Lord took you and brought you out of the iron smelting furnace, out of Egypt, to be the people of his inheritance as you now are. The Lord was angry with me because of you, and he solemnly swore that I was not cross the Jordan and enter the good land the Lord your God is giving you as your inheritance. I will die in this land. I will not cross the Jordan, but you are about to cross over to take possession of that good land. Be careful not to forget the covenant of the Lord your God that he made with you. Do not make for yourselves an idol in the form and of anything the Lord your God has forbidden. For the Lord your God is a consuming fire, a jealous God. After you have had children and grandchildren and any lived in the land a long time, if you then become corrupt and make any kind of idol, doing evil in the eyes of the Lord your God, and arousing his anger, I call the heaven and the earth as witness against you this day, that you will quickly perish from the land that you are crossing the Jordan to possess. You will not live there long, but will certainly be destroyed. The Lord will scatter you among the peoples, and only a few of you will survive among the nations to which the Lord will drive you. There you will worship man-made gods of wood and stone, which cannot see or hear or eat or smell. But if from there you seek the Lord your God, you will find him if you seek him with all your heart and with all your soul. When you are in distress and all these things have happened to you, then in later days you will return to the Lord your God and obey him. For the Lord your God is a merciful God. He will not abandon or destroy you or forget the covenant with your ancestors, which he confirmed to them by us. The Lord is God. Ask now about the former days, long before your time, from the day God created human being on the earth. Ask from on and the end of the heaven to the other, has anything so great as this ever happened, or has anything like it ever been heard of? Has any other people heard the voice of God speaking out of fire as you have and arrived? Has any God ever tried to take for himself one nation or of another nation? By testing, by signs and wonders, by word, by a mighty hand and one outstretched arm, or by great awesome deed, like all things the Lord your God did you in Egypt before your very eyes. You were shown there these things, so there you might know that the Lord is God. Besides him there is no other. From heaven he made you hear his voice to discipline you. On earth he showed you his great fire, and you heard his word from out of fire, because he loved your ancestors and chose their descendants after them. He brought you out of Egypt by his presence and his great strength, to drive out before you nation greater and stronger than you, and to bring you into their land, to give it to you for your inheritance, as it is today. Acknowledge and take to heart this day that the Lord is God in heaven above and on the earth below. There is no other. Keep his decrees and commands, which I am giving you today, so that it may go well with you and your children after you, and that you may live long in the land the Lord your God gives you for all time. Cities of refuge. The Moses set aside 3 cities east of Jordan, to which anyone who had killed a person could flee if they had unintentionally killed a neighbor without malice. Thought they could flee into one of these cities and save their life. The cities were these: Bezer in the wilderness, Plateau for the Reubenites, Ramos in Gilead for the Gadites, and Golan in Bashan for the Manassites. Introduce the law. This is the law Moses set before the Israelites. These are the stipulations, decrees, and law Moses gave them when they came out of Egypt, and were in the valley near Beth Peor, east of the Jordan, in the land of Sihon, king of the Amorites, who resided in Heshbon and was defeated by Moses and the Israelites as they came out of Egypt. They took possession of his land and the land of Og, king of Bashan, the 2 Amorite kings east of the Jordan. This land extended from Aroer on the rim of the Arnon Gorge to Mount Sirion, that is Hermon, and includes all the Arabah east of the Jordan, as far as the Dead Sea below the slope of Pisgah. The Ten Commandments. Moses summoned all Israel and said, Hear, Israel, the decrees and law I declare in your hearing today. Learn them and be sure to follow them. The Lord our God made a covenant with us at Horeb. It was not with our ancestors that the Lord made his covenant, but with us, with all of us who are alive here today. The Lord spoke to you face to face out of the fire on the mountain. At that time I stood between the Lord and you to declare to you the word of the Lord. Because you were afraid of the fire and did not go up the mountain. And he said, I am the Lord your God, who brought you out of Egypt, out of the land of slavery. You shall have no other gods before me. You shall not make for yourselves an image and form anything in heaven above or on the earth beneath or in the water below. You shall not bow down to them or worship them. For I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God, punishing the children for the sin of the parents to the third and fourth generation of those who hate me, who, showing love to 1,000 generations of those who love me, keep my commandments. You shall not misuse the name of God your God, name of the Lord your God. For the Lord will not hold anyone guiltless who misuses his name. Observe the Sabbath day, keeping it holy. As the Lord your God has commanded you, 6 days you shall labor and do all your work, but the seventh day is a Sabbath to the Lord your God. On it you shall not do any work, neither you, nor your son or daughter, nor your male or female servant, nor your ox, your donkey, or any of your animal, nor any foreigner residing in your towns, so that your male and female servant may rest as you do. Remember that you were slaves in Egypt, and that the Lord your God brought you out there with a mighty hand and an outstretched arm. Therefore the Lord your God has commanded you to observe the Sabbath day. Honor your father and your mother, as the Lord your God has commanded you, so that you may live long and that it may go well with you in the land the God your God is giving you. You shall not murder. You shall not commit adultery. You shall not steal. You shall not give false testimony against your neighbor. You shall not covet your neighbor's wives. You shall not set your desire on your neighbor's house or land, his male or female servant, his ox or donkeys, or anything that belongs to your neighbor. These are the commandments the Lord proclaimed in the loud voice to your whole assembly there on the mountain from out of the fire, the cloud, and the deep darkness. And he added nothing more than he wrote them onto stone tablet and gave them to me. When you heard the voice out of the darkness, while the mountain was ablaze with fire, or the leader of your tribes and your elders came to me, and you said, the Lord our God has shown us his glory and his majesty, and he have heard his voice from the fire. Today we have seen that a person can live even if God speak with them. But now, why should we die? This great fire will consume us, and we will die if we hear the voice of the Lord our God any longer. For what mortal has ever heard the voice of the living God speaking out of fire, as we have, and survived? Go near and listen to all that the Lord our God says. Then tell us whatever the Lord our God tell you, we will listen to obey. The Lord heard you when you spoke to me, and the Lord said to me, I have heard what these people said to you. Everything they said was good. Oh, their hearts would be inclined to fear me and keep all my commands always, so that it might go well with them and their children forever. Go tell them to return to their tents, but you stay here with me, so that I may give you all the commands, decrees, and laws you are to teach them to follow in the land I am giving them to possess. So be careful to do what the Lord your God has commanded you. Do not turn aside to the right or to the left. Work in obedience to all that the Lord your God has commanded you. So then you may live, your prosper, and prolong your days in the land that you will possess.